Let's go. My name's Gheesling and welcome to a special mini-series on Oxygen Not Included. Let me clear the air first. That's a really bad pun, but I just want to say this is going to be a mini-series in which we fumble through the game. So I'm going to be relying on your comments. I'm going to try and record this on a daily basis and taking your feedback and saying, hey Dan, you should have had a Tinkerer that was plus 7.5 instead of plus 4. So I've seen a few episodes of other people play this. I've done a first look at. I feel like my knowledge of this is about the equivalent of when you show up in first grade for the first time, you get your pen, your pencil, your backpack. I feel like that's kind of where we're at. I've done some reading in the past, maybe some 1, 2, 3s. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get ourselves in position here to be successful. First and foremost, let's shuffle this guy up. I'd like our first guy to be an athletic worker. So we're going to take our time through this. And like I said, if you're expecting high-level strats, I'm going to defer to you guys in the comments. All right, Nicola, we're looking for heavy athletics and digging, right? That's digging construction is, I think, and strength. That's what we're looking for. Construction, creativity, athletics, and digging. Sybil Shepherd. -1 learning. Cooking, digging, strength, creativity. We're gonna keep rolling the dice here. Okay, this seems pretty well-rounded. Construction is 0. We're gonna get a little greedy here. Athletics, construction. I want this guy to be, or girl to be, like the heavy lifter of the crew here. So we'll give it a few more dongers here. We're not gonna be... Ooh, that... Learning and strength. We could go with this. Digging attributes determines mining speed. Alright, we'll go with this. We'll call this, we'll make this... We'll call that Dan G's. That'll be us. A quick learner. Small bladder. We can deal with that. Such as life. Decor expectations 5. Areas with lower than a duplicate's decor expectation will cause their stress levels to rise. So he's got an eye for the aesthetic. Easy season 5 and vomits when they're stressed. Okay, understandable. Next up, so if we've got our worker here, we probably want to go constructive, high construction here. I'd like to have people have their designated roles. So construction, creativity, digging, good. This actually, this kind of looks like with the wavy hair, although I believe this is a female, not a male, with the name Leah. Is there genders in this? Or gender identification? I don't know. So let's go ahead and we'll call this individual. We'll call this Wolves at my door. He's got the wavy hair. Also, I'd like to perhaps make that... In case you guys don't know, Wolves at my door. Good dude. Good YouTuber. Also playing Oxygen Not Included. Alright, last up, we probably want someone who's into cooking and medicine, perhaps. So they'll be the G-Hiller of the group. And I don't know. I'm just kind of going off of what we got here, or what we think we need. Also, I didn't see what his traits are. Good at digging and can fall asleep any place, anytime, anywhere. This tells you what their thing is, level 6 minor. So we're gonna... I see. I got it. Okay, so we have a miner, an artist, and then maybe a technician. That looks good for us. We'll rename Ralph. We'll name him Yeezy. And Saul's a technician. We'll call him Saul Goodman. We'll call him Saul Bidman. Alright. So we have a technician, an artist, and a miner. Okay, he's our builder, and an artist. Looks good to me. Alright, we're going to call this... We'll call this egg drop under the earth. That sounds pretty good. And here we go. Alright, so geez, Dan, are you always going to take 5 minutes to set everything up? Perhaps we will. But like I said, I don't know much about this game. I played about an hour of it. So let's go ahead. We're going to dig in like it's no one's business. Alright. Your crew is woke. That's not the first time someone said that to us. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's follow in the upper left-hand corners. In case you guys never seen this, this is similar in nature to Rimworld in theory, but different in scope. Maybe not so much scope, but different in perspective. So what do we got here? Requires turlets, colony management. So one of the things I think we failed at in the past, or at least not in the past, but it's just understanding how we're gonna level this place out. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and be some wavy dudes here and dig this out. So by digging all this out, we're setting up a separate chamber. Do we want this to be our living quarters? Yes, if our living quarters is gonna be that way, let's make another hallway here. And I hope we're doing this right. I think this is the right way to do it. And then I'd like to make, you know, kind of the bathroom. We'll go perhaps... Do we want to put a deal here? We'll split this up. We'll go this, and then this will be our first bathroom. Now, this could be really egregious and expecting them to do a lot of work, but we'll see how it goes from here. And I feel like initially I'm like, I'm not going to play this game. I feel like I haven't given it a chance, especially given the theme and my love for Rimworld. I think I probably just need to give this a little bit of a chance. We got Dan Jeezy, Yeezy, and Saul Bidman doing work. So I think we were... I don't think we were overly egregious in expecting this to get done. The question, this may be a little egregious for our plans for a bathroom. I just want to keep all that stuff separate. If you know what I'm saying. Is it necessary for us to excavate all this? I think so. So why wouldn't we? Excuse me. That's Gabe calling. Gabe, no thank you. Alright. So they're working on this excavation. Saul Bidman's struggling. So which brings up the question, should we make this our lavatory area? The one thing that I am struggling with a little bit in this game is understanding the inventory system. So I'm going to rely to you guys in the comments to simplify that. Otherwise, I mean, or we could learn along the way perhaps. Alright, so Saul's struggling. There's a reason why we're smoking all this turf away. Yeah, there is. I mean, we could put our bathroom up here. And build our living quarters over there. Actually, maybe like that, just a little bit better. So if we get rid of these two, then we should be fine. Alright, so we're going to speed this up just a tad. And hopefully we're not too heavily reliant on waiting for a turlet. So let's clear this area out. This will be our turlet area. And we'll kind of run with that, I suppose. Yeah, we'll roll with it. Why not? Okay, good. So that's done. So egg drop under the earth. I don't even know what that means. Let's go ahead and... what do we want to do here? We want to build our first turlet. So our turlet stuff is where? Power, food, plumbing, outhouse. Must be built on the ground. So let's see, who's going to take the liberty to do that? Saul Bidman's working hard. Basic controls, I think we got that down. Colony management, digging, and duplicate movement, we got that down. All right, so we're just gonna go off what they're telling us to build. All right, Yeezy's got the bathroom. That's out of order. Why is that out of order? Let's find out why. Requires no piping. Must be emptied of contaminated dirt. Requires maintenance. What sort of maintenance does it need? Is Dan just putting the final touches on it? He is. Okay. That's working. Excellent. Alright, so we're in good shape there. What's next? A food source. Your colony will exhaust their food if they don't find a steady food source. So let's go ahead and look at our food situation here. Ration box stores food. Produces low quality food. Okay. So, let's see what this thing does. Produces low quality food for duplicates using common ingredients. Duplicates will not fabricate unless recipes are queued. Okay, can make lice loaf and mush bars. Got it. Decor, it's not a wavy place. So when we make it, it's going to kill our decor. All right. Micro musher. So if that's the case, why don't we put it near our bathroom? Also is going to need power. So if it's going to kill decor, let's put it this way, right? Sounds good to me. And we'll make everything undesirable to the left of our facility. Alright, there we go. So this does need a power source. Details. Doesn't say necessarily what it needs. I'm just going to assume based on that it needs a power source. Let's go into our power region. And manual generator. That's not good for business. But for us, let's go ahead and let's put a manual generator right here so someone can work to make the food and the others can food to make the work, if that makes sense. Alright, Yeezy's the creative one. Look at us. We're savage with that dig. Alright, now, it'll be interesting to see which way he takes this thing, because if I were him, I would go here. I feel like we've made more progress in this episode than the 45-minute first look at. Alright, so we gotta build the wire. Through the wire, to the limit, to the... What do we got here? Let's go ahead and... Battery threshold. We don't need that. How do we put someone on that to get it generated? And also, what do we need for this? Immobile loaf. Ingredients, bottled water. I guess we'll make a mush bar. A couple mush bars. And what do we need for that? Dirt. So we should have plenty of that. The one thing where I tripped up, or little Danny tripped up in a lot of areas. One of the things I tripped up on is understanding how to get water. And I guess it's Saul Bidman. Would we want to probably have a battery? Not enough materials. Okay. What do we need to make this? Battery, we need copper ore. Okay. Feel free to use the restroom, sir. Alright, so a little concerned about the water situation. So mop cleans up liquid messes, declutters floor, prioritizes harvests, and digs. How do we get water? Refinement, compost, plumbing, liquid pipe. Okay. So with all that going on, do we have any research? We cannot do research yet. We need raw materials. So I think at this point, we just need to continue digging. What is Yeezy doing? How do we see what this individual is doing? Looks like he's... What is he doing? Awaiting material delivery, being used. That's the only thing... Okay, so I would also implore you to help me to understand what the individuals are doing, because you can see... Oh, looks like he's making water. Fetching water. Here we go. Duplicants will seek out and collect water and other liquids up to 2 tiles away and deliver it to buildings. So it looks like an automatic thing. Ooh, okay, good. Excellent. Alright, so we're making food. So we have a restroom. We have a food source. Saul Bidman. Maybe not enjoying life right now. What would be helpful was if we get a battery. So we want to sweep all this stuff up. That way we can... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't authorize that. We're flooded. I guess we just mop it up, huh? That was... Oh, you know what? I wonder if he was siphoning that to make the bottled water. So we do have another water source that was probably an egregious error, but we're learning. What's wrong with these guys? Oh, they're tired? Everything's flooded. Oh, it ruined our stuff. Okay, next up, so what? We're learning. We're learning. I think the next thing we need to do is perhaps set up some beds here. Furniture. So for now, I would like this to be our bed area. What day are we on? Cycle 1. Say I want him there, but alright, so they're gonna spend one night in Bangkok. That's okay. They can enjoy each other's company. So we'll speed up through cycle day number 2. I'll tell you what, I think I'm bought in. Oh geez, Dan, you can say that after 20 minutes? Nuts! I can see there's a lot of potential outcomes in this game. And in particular, this is not one that we may necessarily want, but they're working hard. For some reason, they remind me of Little Sack Boys from Little Big Planet, but nonetheless, you mop that up. That's what happens when you dig at steel. Get the iron price. I cannot believe that there's that much water. Insufficient oxygen generation. Okay, so this is the next thing we need to learn. Oxygen. Okay, we're missing resources, so that's irrelevant at this juncture. So I think that leak put us back, to say the least, but it doesn't mean we can't turn this thing into a place of beauty. Unreachable. So let's go ahead and dig that to make it reachable. Still clean up the water. We had a little bit of a flooding issue. That's okay. We need metals, right? Fertilizer, sandstone. Ooh, this looks like it to me. All right, so I feel like we need more duplicants to we can carry their weight. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and let's just keep this easy here. We're on Easy Street, and I'm feeling. There we go. So we'll make a little ladder deal here. And see what these guys choose to do. Contaminated water. Contaminated water is a yucky substance that emits contaminated oxygen and disease in your duplicants. Small accidents can be cleaned up like that. Dirty water also stresses out duplicants. How do we clean it? Small accidents can be cleaned up by digging and dragging the mop tool, while larger bodies may be worth filtering. Got it. Alright, I would like to... So I think a couple mistakes here. First and foremost, we need a battery because every time we want to make food, gotta hit the gym. All chest, no legs. On the flip side, I mean, why are they making this stuff constantly is the next question. We have plenty of mush bars. Alright, good. So next up, let's continue to press forward here. What is Yeezy doing? How do we tell him just to knock that off? Because the other thing is we don't have any recipes going. Battery threshold. How do we tell him? Let's go to jobs. And let's turn him off generate power. Turn everyone off generate power for now. Good. So what I would like is to okay, they're working on their beds. That's good. We're turning the corner. The corner's been turned. Next thing we need here is we got to build a ladder all the way up. Maybe not that piece. Cancel that, please. Alright, so that'll get us to a position of success here. What I would like to know is, why aren't they mopping this up? Sweet pending. Saul Bidman is doing the mopping. Okay, good. So there's that. Now, here's the thing. We can dig that out and get our metal. Is that coal? Excellent. Now, okay, now that was the Tin Lizzie that we needed. So I wonder if there's a way to do this in a way so that smart about digging, but we probably need to be smart for them as the overseer of Vault 112. So let's continue to just dig that ore out for now. Alright, good. So while that's going on, let's see if we can put down one deoxygenizer. This is let's just think here for a second. So Converts LG in oxygen. Becomes idle when a room enters maximum air pressure range. So we probably just want to assume that we can put these anywhere, right? So unbreathable air is here. This is also unbreathable. What if we put it right here, just to see what were to happen? And does this need air, or does this need power? If it does, we could be in trouble. Alright, I will say this. Cycle 2's come to an end. But life in Egg Drop Under the Earth is just getting bright. I'll tell you what, I think I slept on this game. No pun intended. And I'm looking forward to playing this. Also, please let me know in the comments below where we can be a little bit more efficient and essentially what we need to focus on next. I think I'm getting the hang of it. And the first time I played, it was a little, I don't want to say overwhelming, but a lot to take in. But for us, I think this is just scratching the surface of a beautiful relationship. Thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of our mini-series of Oxygen Not Included. If you guys did enjoy, clicking the like button helps out a great deal. And as always, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And let me know in the comments below, what do we focus on next? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.